Lalita Mai was in the lineage of Mahakal Baba of Vindhyachal. Mahakal Baba's disciple was Matangi Mai, whom by the um, 1940 1950, during this time, this decade, the residents of Kolkata, Bhawanipur Kalighat, they have many of them has seen Matangi Mai for that decade, 45 to 55 perhaps. She did her sadhana at Kauratala Mahasashan and Kalighat temple. And Lalita Mai was a disciple of Matangi Mai. Now, Lalita Mai used to stay at her gufa, at her cave, and she had a very stern, very strict, and a rude appearance. But if someone who could break the barrier, the outer shell of rudeness and roughness, then they would find that she was just a fountain of love, compassion, and sympathy. Lalita Mai, mm, sitting in her cave, I don't know how, she could know anything and everything, whatever she wished. And one day she told me that from Ma Kamakya, a true devotee never returns empty handed. And that time I was a bit frustrated because I cannot understand. I was very young, I cannot understand that how divine grace, divine blessing comes to us through which path. On one summer noon, I was returning from Guwahati town. Mm, It was scorching heat, um, very, very hot, humid, and I got down from a bus at the feet of the Nilachal Parvat, the road which goes from Guwahati town towards Guwahati airport. Mm, In that, in that road, I got down at the feet of Nilachal Parvat. Um, I had a bag of mangoes, ripe mangoes, in my hand. I bought those mangoes to offer to Ma Kamakya, and I was so fatigued that I determined. I prepared to take some rest at a shade, bus shade, uh, under a tree, big tree, and I sat there for about 10 to 15 minutes and took some rest. And I kept my bag on a cart nearby. The cart was kept there by the cart puller, and he was also taking rest somewhere else. Perhaps he was sleeping somewhere under a tree or something like that, and taking a doze. And I kept my bag, and as it was quite lonely. Very few people were roaming up and down, going in that summer noon, midsummer noon. Then, after some time, absent-mindedly, I stood up and I started walking. About 500 feet, I walked away towards the steps of Ma Kamakya temple. And after some time, I recalled that I had a bag of mango with me, and I left it at the bus stop. below. I ran down, and I was thinking, I was suspecting that someone has taken away the bag already. But when I reached the bus shed, there I saw the old man, the thelawala, the cart puller. He was standing by his thela, by his cart, and he was quite embarrassed. He was looking all the way around, trying to find out who kept a bag full of mangoes on his cart. He was very poor, feeble, and old. A very common thelawala, common cart puller, as we see in our day-to-day life everywhere. Now, when I reached there running and I stood beside him, he at once understood that I was the man who forgot the bag of mangoes. He said that, yeah, there you are. I was thinking who forgot his bag and how can I reach him to hand over this full of mangoes. I said, yeah, I forgot. I kept on your cart and I took some rest here. And then I forgot and went towards the temple. And he said, oh, you are a sadhu, so you must be taking those mangoes to offer Makamakha. Uh, I said, yeah, you are correct, you are right. And he said, okay, I am too old to climb the stairs of to Makamakha temple. Please offer my pranams to Makamakha. I am offering my pranams, my shraddha, my devotion, my homage from this below. I said, okay, I will deliver your offerings, your pranams, your homage to Ma Kamakhya as far as it is possible for me. And then I took the bag of mangoes and I offered him about 4 or 5 mangoes. You take this. No. He said, no, I can't take this. Why? You are taking those mangoes for Ma Kamakhya? I went, yes. Ma Kamakhya. I'm taking for Ma Kamakhya, but you are a devotee of Ma Kamakhya too. I can give a few mangoes to a devotee of Ma Kamakhya, and Ma Kamakhya won't be irritated or annoyed by my gesture, by my deed. He was very reluctant, but when I said that, suppose I am your son, won't you accept offering a gift from your son? Then tears rolled down his cheeks, and he said, "Okay, I have no son, and I accept you as my son, and I will accept your mangoes." And this small incident was over, and I went to the temple, and in the evening I offered those mangoes to Ma Kamakhya, and as a prasad, I took two good ripened mangoes to Ma Lalita. Lalita Mai was, as usual, sitting in a cave, and it was a moonlit night, and it was a beautiful surrounding. All the din and bustle had reduced to almost silence, and as if the nature was gone to a serene repose. And from the Lalita Mai's gufa, I could see far below the town of Guwahati, lit all with electric bulbs and lights, and they are looking like thousands and thousands of fire worms and glow worms, and they are the calls of the cricket and some night bird, nocturnal bird. They are also chirping, tweeting, and I was sitting at the feet of Lalita Mai. Only a butter lamp, a ghee diya, was burning, and she smiling softly. She said that, "Better, did you recognize whom you have offered your mango?" I was taken aback. I was very astonished. Mother, I offered mango? To whom did I offer mango? I offered mango to Makamakhya. She smiled and said, yes, you offered mango to Makamakhya. But before offering to Makamakhya, you offered mango to one of Ma's devotees, Ma's Ganas. Alam, is it so? Really? Was he a Gana of Makamakhya? She said, yes, beta. She was a Gana of Makamakhya, a Vairava. Then I remembered suddenly that as long as the man was dozing off, keeping his cart, a big black dog was resting beside the man, and when the man was standing with his cart and searching for me, there also the big black dog, it is unusually big dog, black dog, it was there. I thought it was a roadside peria dog. But the strange thing was that no peria dog, I have not seen a peria dog such big and black, full black. Black dogs are there. Black peria dogs are there, often found in Bengal and Assam and all these areas. But that size of that dog was very astonishing.